Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. I am Plangelier and today I'm going to be breaking down how to be successful in the New World market system. Just a disclaimer, what I talk about may not be reflected on your server as circumstances can be different, but I do think these strategies apply to everyone. Also, if you guys enjoy this video, then please be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and leave a comment below. Let me know what you think about the video. Alright, let's continue. So, what is the market? The market is a place where players can buy and sell items to one another, just like a market in real life. Where there's demand, a supply must arise, and the market can be used as a great tool to put extra gold in your pocket if you use it smartly. So, the market has three tabs, which are buy, sell, and my orders. You have options of creating buy orders where you can pick items that you want and offer a price you are willing to pay, and then others can fill your order if they have the said desired items using the sell tab. So say you want to place a buy order. Here we just look up linen under search items under the buy tab. Then you can place a buy order. You can set your price. Okay, let's just say $1. Now I could buy 25,578 linen, and I can put this on for 1 day up to 28 days. Now you can also outright buy items that people have put up for sale. You also have the ability to put things up for sale under the sell tab, and then under the my orders tab you can see all your items that you have put on the market, and you can see what you have sold and what has expired. So the basics of selling. The first couple things you must pay attention to are the tax rate of trading in the city that you are in and the amount of days you want to list an item for sale. As you can see with this town, the trading tax rate is 4.36, which is average. So now when you look at the amount of days you want to sell, when you go to sell, say I want to sell aged wood, I can place a sell order and you can choose the amount of days. So the more days that you have an order up, the more expensive the listing fee is. But if you drop that, see, it drops down. Obviously, the higher the taxes in the city, then the more you're going to have to forfeit upon the item being sold. So the best fundamental is to sell in low tax areas and set your listing days between 3 and 7, as if the item doesn't sell by then it likely just isn't going to sell at all and just takes up space, which is bad because you can only list 100 items. So you don't want 90 items on there for 14 days that no one is buying. And you have better items to sell but can't post them. You can, however, remove items from listing whenever you want, but of course you simply lose out on a listing fee because no one bought the item. And speaking of tax rate, there was one city on my server where a company raised taxes so high that no one wanted to trade there, and so they lost out on a lot of money. If you see high tax rates, and especially if your faction is the one controlling the land, then ask them why and ask them to maybe lower it. I initiated this conversation on my server, but the company in control just got mad and ruined a lot of things for the faction, so hopefully that doesn't happen to you. The good news is that there are many cities, and hopefully the map is somewhat balanced, making it to where the factions and cities are competing, so you should be able to get good deals even if a couple cities are overtaxed. Advanced tactics. Now, these tactics are especially good if you have been playing since day one, but should work no matter what level you're at. Firstly, you need to supply things that people need, but are not really easy for them to get, which is why they go to the market to buy. For example, I was the first person on my server to make weirdwood fishing poles. So knowing that people wanted the poles, and knowing I had no competition, I was able to set the price to whatever I liked. So I ended up selling a few for 1,500 gold. This is an example of thinking ahead of what the market will be demanding and just getting ahead of the potential competition, allowing you to make the most money possible for a period of time. Of course, as time progressed, my poles began to be undercut on the market, with people selling them for 1,000 gold and then down to 750, which is fine, right? We made good money while we were ahead, and now we can still make decent money just by competing a bit. Other ways to make good money besides beating the market itself is by selling rare items and common items alike. Rare items are going to be weapons and clothing that are blue, have good stats, good perks, and a gem slot. These items typically always sell. I wouldn't really waste your time selling green items unless they give boosted luck in some area. or if you are a lower level, because other low levels may want to buy those items. Common items would be things like fish fillets or potions, or even things like large salmon. These things always sell because people need them for town board quests and don't want to go fishing for an hour to get what they need. And now let's talk about the sell tab, where you can see buy orders from people that you can feel. For example, I made 900 gold the other day just by selling linen that I didn't need because a guy had a buy order in for 1 gold per linen. That's easy money. Always be sure to check this section for every city if you're looking to make quick gold, because chances are you have what people need. Now, this is where you can manipulate the market and make pretty good money. One of the best things you can do to sell an item is undercut someone else, especially if your item has better stats. Say someone is selling a rare item for 100 gold. Cool, I'll sell mine for 75 gold. Bam, made a sale, easy money. The real greasy and most sleazy thing you can do is create a facade of multiple sellers. I'll use the fishing poles as an example again. You can set a price of one pole high, then list another pole at a slightly lower cost. This makes it seem like there are multiple sellers, and of course someone is more likely to buy the cheaper pole. Then look at that, you've made another sale because someone bought the cheaper pole. You still made a good chunk of gold because you still made exactly how much you wanted because you let someone think they were getting the better deal. Pretty sleazy and akin to artificial inflation, but if you want to be successful, then it's something you can use. Also, this isn't real life, so you aren't really hurting anybody. So, the market is one of the most fun things about this game. I love that it is completely player driven and adds to the excitement. It really is like a mini game within the larger game. You can make a lot of gold using the market correctly and wisely, but you can also lose a lot of money if you sell your items too low or just don't really understand what you're doing. The system is pretty simple and easy to understand, but I hope this video will help some of you make more gold and be able to afford better houses or items that you're striving for. Thank you all for watching. Once again, be sure to hit the subscribe and like button and leave a comment below if you enjoyed the video, and take care everybody.